Hello, everyone, and welcome. Happy Friday. It's 4 o'clock on a Friday, and maybe you're getting out of work early, or maybe you're home already. But thank you for joining me in either case, or if you're just kind of hanging out, like stuck in traffic and doing something that you probably shouldn't do and checking your phone. But regardless, thank you for joining me. I'm so happy that you're here. In case you don't know who I am, my name is Teresa Cantley, and I am a brand and marketing strategist. And I help entrepreneurs to re-energize their business by teaching them how to implement simple strategies and simple systems, plus creating a unique strategy for them to move their business forward. I also help people who are thinking about starting a business to really gain some clarity as to what they want to do. And then we start building a small strategy step by step to move them forward and get them implementing their idea. So today's topic is something that's been coming up a lot when I work with my one-on-one clients, and it's just been kind of coming up a lot as a theme, and it's all about consistency. And really, when you think about it, consistency is the key to anything. And when you learn how to be consistent, and when you are consistent, you can achieve anything you want to do. And the rewards of being consistent can be ginormous. And normally when I'm talking to people, we're talking about being consistent in your brand, making sure that you're getting consistent content out there, that you're sharing consistent content, that you're not sharing it and then a month later, you're back on the scene and people, forgot about you. So being consistent, showing up consistently. But today's topic is really based, like I said, it's geared towards anybody. It's geared towards, people who just want to learn how to achieve things, they have goals that they're trying to achieve or things that they're trying to do, and they're not doing it consistently. So this message today can be applied to anyone. And in my early years, it is something that I actually struggled with for a while. I was one of those people who, just kind of flew by the seat of my pants and was still, I was just trying to accomplish things and writing these crazy to-do lists, and I was kind of all over the place. And what was happening was I wasn't being consistent. I was over here and then over there and then over here and then over there and trying to be everywhere, and I ended up not being consistent, and I ended up kind of just spinning my wheels and going in circles. So I have to give credit where credit is due, and when I really started to focus, and focus is a key thing with consistency, when I learned, how to be productive, how to set goals, how to stay motivated, and also how to be consistent. That came from one of my mentors, one of my first mentors, Marie Forleo. And she has a quote that I actually have written on my notes, and it's, "Success doesn't come from what you do occasionally. It comes from what you do consistently." And I read that quote a long time ago, and I thought about it, and I was like, you know what? That makes so much sense, because if you're doing something occasionally, you're never going to get any better at it. You're never going to move forward with it. It's just kind of always going to be something that's just kind of there. But if you do something consistently, if you're consistently growing, you're consistently learning, or you're in a sport, or you have something that you want to learn, computers, like let's say you want to learn computers. When you're learning consistently and you're consistently putting your effort into it, you're going to get better at it, and you're going to learn, and you're going to grow. And and it goes back to my martial arts days when I was doing martial arts, and I wasn't tremendously fabulous at it, but I loved it. I absolutely loved it. And even though I would get frustrated, I would consistently show up. Every single class, every single test, I practiced at home, and I stayed consistent. And I did improve. And, I stayed in martial arts for 15 years. So, that quote, "Success doesn't come from what you do occasionally. It comes from what you do consistently," is so, so key. So today, what I'm going to do for you is I'm going to give you my 5 keys that have helped me to stay consistent, to learn how to be consistent and stay consistent over the many years that I've, when I was in corporate America, or even now, when I started my first business as a retail business, and now, my marketing consulting business. So I wanted to just share these with you, and I'm hoping that they can help you. And if you think that these might help somebody else, go ahead and share it. The more the merrier. Spread the love. So, all right, so 5 keys that have helped me. So the first one is show up every day, no matter what. And many times we get that little voice in our head that says, oh, I don't feel like doing this. Oh, I don't like that. Oh, you can't do this. You're not enough, blah, blah, blah. And you have this voice in your head, and you sit there and you start to believe it, and you start to say, oh, maybe I shouldn't do it today. Oh, I can do it tomorrow. Oh, you know what? Maybe I just won't do it. And then what happens? You lose that consistency. So you need to shut that voice up. Just say, quiet, zip it. And just, show up every day, no matter what. If you have a bad day and something happens and, you fall down, get back up, start again the next day, and stay consistent. Number 2, second key is, and this is a big one for me, and this plays into productivity, it plays into staying motivated, and it's something that I teach to every single person that I work with, and it's something that has helped me, is have a non-negotiable morning routine. When you have a non-negotiable morning routine, especially one that includes planning and prioritizing your day in advance, it keeps you consistent. When you plan your day in advance and you have this thing that you want to do, and you know how to break it down as far as what you need to do to accomplish it, and you have this strong non-negotiable morning routine where you can sit down and you can say, these are the top 3 things that I'm going to do today to achieve what this step of moving moving forward towards achieving my goal. When you plan it in advance, it takes that stress away about, oh my gosh, I'm not getting to it, because you already have it planned into your day. And when you do that first thing in the morning, it sets the day. You have your priorities set, you have it right in front of you that you need to work on it. And if something else comes along that's going to divert you from it, no, this is in my schedule and I'm going to take care of this. So have a non-negotiable morning routine that strongly includes planning your day, planning your tasks into your day in advance. So, and I have another program, in case you're interested, that I teach you how to do that, how to plan your day, strategically plan your day. So number 3, and this is a big one, because if you're like me, you have shiny object syndrome. So you're like, oh, look at that. Oh, look at that. And you want to, you're multi-passionate. You want to do everything. So focus on one thing at a time. When you're working during the day, and one thing that I do is I try and block my day. So I say, okay, from this time to this time, I need to work on this. From this time to this time, I need to work on this. And I block my day out. What I call chunk my day out, almost like when you were in school. And I focus on one thing at a time. Many, many years ago, I was one of those people that was like, oh yeah, I can multitask. I can do all these things at once. And what research has shown, and being somebody who has suffered from a brain injury, 2 brain injuries actually, multitasking is not healthy. It's not good for you. Focusing on one thing at a time and staying laser focused on it, okay, until you're done, and then moving on to the next thing. When it comes to our goals, focusing on one goal at a time, breaking it down and focusing on that one goal, just focus on that. When you complete that, move to the next one. Same thing, when you're working on tasks throughout the day, focus on one thing at a time, that's why blocking your day into chunks of time is so helpful. It keeps you focused, it keeps you moving. It also keeps your brain healthy, quite frankly. When I know for myself, when I start, because I'm human, things happen, I am working on something and then I get distracted and I move to something else and then I go back to that. I start to feel yucky. I just start to feel chaotic, and that's not good. So, and that also, when you focus on one thing at a time, whether it be focusing on one goal or one task at a time, it keeps you moving forward. That keeps you motivated. When we start to divert to all these different things and we're all over the place, that's when we get sidetracked, we get frustrated, and we don't finish what we're doing. So that's number 3. Number 4, creating systems, smart systems to get things done, especially if you're a business owner, an entrepreneur, creating a system to create consistent content, okay? Making sure you have a system out there to get your blogs created and posted, your emails sent out, whatever you're doing to nurture your customers and connect and communicate with them, making sure you have a strong system so that content gets created and out there to everybody. Creating a sense, I have a simple system. When I get up in the morning, I have a specific system of putting my exercise clothes on. I brush my teeth, I wash my face, do my gratitude journal. Like, I have a specific system, and that keeps me consistent so that I'm ready to go for the day. So then I can move to, all these other things that we've talked about. So creating, think about systems that you can create in your life, and it could be anything. It could be simple as, like I said, when you get up in the morning, putting your exercise clothes on, brushing your teeth, putting your hair up, and especially if you have hair like me that has its own zip code, getting yourself situated and ready to go for the day, or systems. Like I said, if you're a business owner, creating a system to make sure that you're getting your content created and pushed out the door so that it's connecting with your customers. So creating a system for that. And the last thing, probably one of the most important things, is really getting clear on your why and connecting back to it. If you are clear, super, super crystal clear on why you're doing something, you are going to stay consistent. You are going to see it through, because your why is your intention. That's the intention behind what you're doing. And your why is why you're so passionate about doing something. And that is going to keep you consistent. If you don't do any of these other things, which you should, but your why and connecting back to that, because whatever it is, it could be if you're starting a business because you want to make additional money, because you want to put money into a college fund so that you don't have to worry about your kids, having to take out student loans, or your why could be because you want to be able to help people. You want to be able to help people heal from movement, whether they're disabled or able. Do you want to be able to, help anyone be able to move and be able to feel good no matter what? Those are strong whys. Those are strong things to connect to. And it's beautiful when you can connect to your why and really have that move you forward. So just to review, our 5 keys, and my phone's ringing in the background, and it's an interesting ring, but my 5 keys that have helped me to stay consistent is to show up every day, no matter what, to have a non-negotiable morning routine that includes planning your day, to focus on one thing at a time, one goal at a time, one task at a time, to create smart systems to get things done and keep you consistent. And your last one, the most important one, is connecting back to your why. What is it that you are passionate about? So, and again, just to reiterate, success doesn't come from what you do occasionally. It comes from what you do consistently. Thank you, Marie Forleo, so very much for that quote and for teaching me how to be consistent. So I hope that I helped you guys today, and I hope that, if you know somebody who can benefit from this, please share this video and let them know. And, whatever it is that you want to do, stay consistent, stay on your game, and keep going. Don't let fear or, if you're having a struggle, slow you down and stop you. Because on the other side of that, stay consistent and keep going. Because on the other side of that are amazing things, amazing opportunities, amazing things, and you will just feel so, so good. So 2 things I just wanted to tell you about. I have a new program coming out that is all about how to stay motivated, all about, how to stay motivated, how to be productive. And really, motivation is the key to getting anything done. So I have that new program coming out. So if by chance you are interested in being a beta tester, I am looking for some beta testers. Please send me a message through Facebook and, let me know why you'd want to be a beta tester. And so that's one program. And then the other one is, it's a new free thing that I have that is called Making Anything Possible, and that is being launched very shortly, like within the next couple hours. So stay tuned for it. I believe if you click on the Learn More on my Facebook page, you can get to it, but I'm going to be launching it shortly, and I will have a link for you. But that's just like a simple guide to kind of get you started, get the wheels turning, to really think about what you want to do, and then how to make it possible. Like just some little things to how to get it started and make it possible. So thank you again for joining. I so appreciate it, and I so appreciate all of your support. And like I said, consistency is the key to anything. And as long as you stay consistent and you keep going and don't let fear and struggles, get in your way, you can achieve anything. So again, I am Teresa Cantley, and have a wonderful weekend and happy Friday. And next time, maybe I'll have the fireplace lit. I don't know how to start a fire. We should probably have a gas fireplace that it's just a flick of a switch. But if I can, my husband's home and I can figure out how to get it started, maybe we'll make it a little bit more cozy. So, but thank you for joining me. It's like happy hour on a Friday. Have a wonderful weekend. Take care. Love you all.